eUnited hasn't even played it yet, so I feel like if eUnited can survive the early game, if they can survive these first 3 maps with at least taking 1, they've got a shot in this first best of 5. But what's so scary, they've got to get 2. But let's hop right into map 1. eUnited, OpTic Gaming. It is the CWL Las Vegas Grand Final.
There we go, starting off with Scump, but Bristini able to find him trades going down back and forth. And if you're eUnited, you know you have to win 2 series. What do we always say about 2 series? Get done with the first one as quick as possible. Put the pressure on that winning team.
And there is someone in the history of Call of Duty who's done it to OpTic Gaming a couple times. I know we're going back to 2015, but Clayster has done it. His energy, his passion, he's got to be the catalyst for this eUnited squad if they're going to do it.
There's also a guy on the team in JCap. OpTic's done it to him a couple of times. He's looking for revenge. eUnited with a great start, able to get 23 seconds on the board, but OpTic Gaming able to break on in. And you can see on the right side of that mini-map as we go towards that church courtyard, OpTic Gaming in a very good position, but here comes the eUnited pushing. Karma on a bit of a flank right now, trying to lock down Bales. Nope, not able to find that one. Abizi finds one towards that courtyard side. TJ just trying to stay up, but OpTic have the spawns.
They've got the spawns, but eUnited get into clear very, very quickly, continuing to rack up time, but all basically square in the early going. We'll see if OpTic can bust on through, but Bristini wants none of it, holding the edge for the push through Church. He's got Arcides looking over him with the Maddox as well, but the contest is now in, at least for the moment. Bit of a hectic gunfight there up close and personal with the SOG, but ultimately he will end up dropping. But this is great from eUnited. It's once again, we've seen them do this at a couple of hard points where they don't necessarily have your favorable side, but can get in and contest, get in and find some time.
And you can see the movement of all those blue arrows. There we go. Thank you, Paradox. Shout out to you. Great observing all event long. But those blue arrows starting to back up towards that statue. Side Karma trying to work this low side cafe.
And that's great. eUnited didn't have to, hold the back, then push through halfway through the hard point and get set up. They did a great job from the front, and now they can get set up. At a hard point, we know you can rack up a ton of time if you're patient, if you have the proper hold. And so far, the opening kill is going to eUnited. But now Karma and company trying to get the break on in. No luck as of now as they're trying to funnel through those bottom steps, and Vision is there.
Yeah, Clay able to pick up a lightning strike right now, just trying to stay alive. 45 points off that Hellstorm.
How many streaks has he?
I don't know, man. The guy is a streak machine right now, but TJ's going to punch him in the face. Arcides still controlling the back. A very solid start for eUnited, but that's what you expect, right? They just come off a Game 5 win. Their adrenaline still pumping. Guys like Scump and Dashy. Look at Dashy. His first final, a very slow start at 1-8, but you know he can flip this switch at any moment.
Remember, eUnited don't have a win on this map, in this mode, at this tournament. Only played it once, and it was a loss. So this would be a stunning victory. The one thing maybe they have in their favor, like you said, just maybe a little bit hot coming off of this. Clayster looking strong thus far, as he is starting out 7-3 and still has those streaks to work with.
And if you're eUnited with a 60-50 point lead, you're starting to rotate towards Barrels. It's another very strong hard point. Scump, he's gonna get taken down by Clay. Clay trying to do the best he can, but he's all alone. This is a hard point where OpTic can get right back into it, but this could also be a huge motivation for eUnited. If they win this, they have about a 100-point lead, and you gotta close out this game, because we saw what happened earlier between Splice. Close them out while you can.
Well, Scump right back into the hard point. The push coming in. He's hit with a stun as well, just trying to jiggle and dance as much as he can. But the collapse does come through for eUnited. Crim6 the next man up for OpTic, but Arcides ready and waiting. But eUnited, the main thing here, like they've been pushed out a lead, but they haven't really been able to get that big gap, right? OpTic they've floated around. I think that's big for OpTic, considering you're coming into this maybe a little bit more cold. Just float around. You get a kill like that from Crim as him and Dashy combined for 4. And as they heat up, you feel better about them over the course of this game. Crim can do no wrong, man.
Yeah, 4 in a row. You think that last series against Splice was a big confidence booster. You heard him in that interview with Jess. He basically said, I really haven't been here until that last match. He's trying to put on a show, 13-9, and that's what you want out of your veterans. Crim6 and Karma, they've been in a ton of these. They've won so many championships. Step up when TJ and Dashy need you like they do right now.
Well, Clayster, I believe, has pulled out the Tempest. We'll see what he's able to pick up with that. He's got one. There's the second to come through. Still has those streaks to work with as well. He's just pushing out, trying to get whatever information he can. You see TJ spawning out. He's unfortunately be running right into this. Sorry about your luck, TJ. You'll be right back on respawn.
Yep, great Tempest use so far. Able to find another one onto Dashy. Gonna take care of him with about 20 seconds left. Watch that rotation. Once again, Pristini and BZ are here as we rotate through this courtyard area, but TJ and Scump find the kills. So scrap time over to eUnited, but OpTic Gaming went in that early rotation.
You're getting kind of close to streaks again. I was about to say, think about investing something. You might build on him. You don't need a double up. Invest a lightning strike and see what play you can make. He's able to at least pick up TJ in transition. Now we'll watch Pristini fly in. He is able to pick up one. Karma comes in. They actually trade there as you see the grab slam come through.
And so a couple of specialists used on both sides. You saw attack 5 boost popped by Scump. Pristini with the grab slam. But OpTic still stabilizing a little bit. But you do have number 4. That's RC's just staying alive right now towards the back. He's going to give his team spawns. TJ misses the back smack, and now eUnited. This is a great opportunity for them, and RC knows it. He pulls out the War Machine. If they can get these 30 seconds, they're going to be about 90 points.
And he's going to maybe able to tack on some extra streaks to this as well. Already has the lightning, looking for more. Karma's going to catch a grenade in the back pocket, and there's everything. He's going to have Hellstorm and Drone Squad now ready and waiting to fire into this. The lead has built to 70, but he will end up getting dropped by Scump. You just feel like at some point during this OpTic game, he's going to make a run. Just when's it going to come? And when it does come, can eUnited withstand it?
There's just way too many streaks right now, right?
Is that going to be what closes it out?
I'm thinking this is a great rotation for OpTic, but the reason they gave up that rotation was because they had the streaks, but actually, they don't get anything with the Hellstorm. Karma able to stay alive. JCap versus Karma goes the way of Karma, but the pressure's still here from eUnited. Maybe they invest in another one. This is a very big hill. They still have that 90-point lead. Here comes Pristini. Here comes Clay. Just being a nuisance for OpTic.
They still have that back spawn, but they need to get some time. The flank comes in. That's going to be Daxby making the play. But as that Hellstorm comes in, 3 get cleared out, so that's going to be no time in the hard point for OpTic. So despite the fact they've held the spawns, they haven't got a lot of time here. But you think about it, the last time these guys played, that's when OpTic had the lead. eUnited had the miraculous comeback that fell a couple of points short. You saw OpTic have the miraculous comeback they pulled on Splicing. They've had some insane games here. They just got to get it going. They got to get going now.
I think that was a great job by OpTic. There was a lot of streaks used by eUnited. Now look at the top right. TJ, Dashy, your 2 big specialists. They're loaded on in, but Nabizi able to find a couple of kills. JCap as well with those songs. As we rotate on over towards this barrel area. Nice stun on the Karma. That's going to be an easy cleanup, and now you have to invest these because eUnited in a very good position.
Dashy's having a very slow game. Could this get him going? 10-19. Tags a second, starting to feel, but they got to clear them out.
Oh, the drone squad, the drone squad!
Oh my God, it actually finds 3, so the streak goes off. He earns it early, and now it's punishing a chance where maybe there's a swing for OpTic Gaming, but the streak's just too strong. eUnited keep rolling, and you hear the chants in the venue start to pick up.
Karma trying to do what he can, but a little bit of a split push out of OpTic Gaming. eUnited can't win here, but it's going to be tough for OpTic. They're going to basically have to play perfect. We know with specialists, with those score streaks, you still have that lightning strike, and what a game out of Arcides. 29-11 from him.
So he comes into this game with the #1 overall KD and hardpoint. How many times this weekend have we talked about his ability to take over a game? He can absolutely dominate, and he is 29-12. What a performance from Arcides, showing why he has been in hard carry mode and hardpoint throughout the course of this weekend. A true and utter superstar in the CWL.
Yep, still has that lightning strike. OpTic do get control of Cafe, trying to stay alive. TJ did have to invest in the War Machine. Nice cluster will slow down that push, but there we go. Lightning strike called in, able to find a couple of kills. A nice stun by Scump will slow this down, able to find a couple, gonna slide on out. There's the second, but just 14 seconds needed for eUnited. Pristini.
He's feeling it. You heard him on the desk. They said we haven't talked about him nearly enough, but the remaining players here, there's 3 left in from OpTic. They have to continue to hold every single point. So lethal right now for the side of eUnited, but this ends up being a flawless hold
they can win here still. They had to contest, they had to back on up.
Oh, yeah, you talked about Pristini as he's able to turn and snap, but you're still inside for OpTic. Now the big thing is going to be the rotation here. You already have Dashy, Scump, and Karma inside. Vision Pulse is going to be popped, so they'll have that added vision to try and break on through. Haven't found an opening yet. The comeback is here. The comeback is here. They have a ways to go, but slowly but surely they're bringing it back.
Yeah, still looking at specialist. Karma has Grab Slam available. What a comeback this would be. Way to set the tone for the grand finals. Abizi, though, able to find a couple of kills. Now Karma going to try to rotate on back. He has to invest this right now.
They're doing it.
He's able to get it.
They're doing exactly what we saw eUnited do that first time through. They held it from this side of the map, and that makes the rotation to third so much easier. You just have to back it out and get set up. You're in panic mode right now if you're eUnited. You felt like you had this game closed out. You've had streaks throughout. You've gotten great use out of your specialists, but now everything crumbling before your eyes, and you see the number 9s and 10 on the minimap. That's Dashy and TJ, the youngsters getting set up, but with 7 seconds left, they're gonna get that. Well, actually, it looks like Crim went in to try and contest and make a play for a second. How close are they gonna be? 244. OpTic now, they've gotta be perfect. They've gotta be perfect.
Avizi's on the hill. He gets a couple more seconds, but OpTic are there. Looking at Specialist, Clayster's close. Clayster is very close to another Tempest. Dashy able to find one, finds it! That's a lightning strike as well.
Streaks now in for OpTic.
Are you kidding me?
A team kill does come through, but the lightning strike's gonna follow it up. What can he connect on? It's actually gonna pick up Scrub.
He got two of his teammates.
Two teammates are gonna drop, but you still have the hero Crim6 inside. His teammates there. They now just need 13 more points. Plenty of time to hold on. They're spawning out. The Tempest is in. OpTic Gaming look like they're gonna do it. It looks like they're gonna do it. 3 seconds remaining. Get off the map. They've done it. The comeback is alive and well.
What a game one from OpTic Gaming. That's not once they've done that, that is twice.